There is this phrase in technology, and it's eating your own dog food. And you're probably like, Taylor, that's disgusting. Why would I eat my own dog food? But what the phrase is trying to get across is the importance of trying what it is you produce as a business. So, for some of us, especially in the world of technology, what that translates into is actually using the tools and the software that we are building so that we understand intimately how does it work, how does it flow, where can things be better over time. And so in this video, I wanted to show you how Enji eats its own dog food by showing you how Enji uses Enji's marketing campaign tool. Hi, my name is Taylor, and I'm one of the founders here at Enji, and I am a marketing consultant turned startup founder. And to be honest, when we launched Enji, I did not think that the marketing campaign tool was a tool that I was going to use almost the most. But the reality is when you are starting a business and trying to get it off of the ground, the first few years are full of marketing experiments. And that's what campaigns can be for people. They are these targeted and time-bound little experiments that you could do, or they could be pushes. You can watch that video if you haven't watched it already. But today I wanted to show you exactly how Enji's using this tool to manage the marketing campaigns that we are running so that we know what we are getting out of these experiments. So here I am in Enji's Enji account, and you can see here as I'm scrolling, I have run a lot of marketing campaigns since we launched in May of 2023. So like I said, this is surprisingly, in a good way, one of the features that I use the most. And so what I wanted to show you was exactly how do I use it to keep myself organized and on track and all that kind of stuff. So when I'm starting a campaign, I actually do work from the templates most often because it just makes it so easy to get started lickety split, and I don't have to like recreate the wheel every time. So just to show you how that works, I picked the giveaway template. Let's say I want the giveaway to start on December 9th. I hit create, and then what Enji does is it spits out the tasks that I should start doing. And so this is really great because these tasks, well, for me, they come from my brain. So it's exactly what I would say, hey, Taylor, you should do these things when you're starting a giveaway. And because it's already populated, all I have to do is keep what I want, delete what I don't. Maybe I make some adjustments to the dates and things like that, but it makes it super, super easy for me to get started. Now, one of the things that I think you can see here is, and I'm going to delete this one that I just created because I don't actually need it. What you can see here is I use colors to sort of code things so that they stand out. So I use this pink color from our brand palette or I use it on all of our in-person events versus like this sort of blue that I use for virtual events and things like that. Yellow is like internal stuff. But I've just kind of come up with my own sort of system to make things stand out. And the reason that I like using the color codes is because then in the calendar, I can see where I've got tasks that are tied to a campaign without even needing to click into the task. Though if I do, it shows me what campaign it's tied to. So back over to the campaign tab. So I talked already about the tasks, and this is where this, honestly, this has kept me on track way more than I thought I was going to lean on it, because I have had so many balls in the air that I was like, something is going to slip through the cracks. But because I have everything documented and I have due dates assigned to everything, like my today tab is constantly reminding me, hey, you've got to do this, you've got to do this. And so knock on wood, I have not let any balls drop or things slip through the cracks. So the way that I use the tasks here is, for an event, that's what this is an example of, is, what are the things that I need to do before the event? Because that's where a lot of the energy and effort comes into play. So like literally, hey, Taylor, you have to book a hotel because you are traveling to this event. You need to print your promo cards. You need to like print all these things. And then I need to come up with a content plan for the day of. I need to pack up my booth. And for things like that, as I'm sitting here recording this, literally like my booth is sitting right next to me in my home office. So it's already packed. But there are a few other things that I need to remember and not forget. So I've left those little things here in the task details. I put the event schedule in here so I know, hey, this is where I need to be and when. And because a lot of this year, I have just felt like I don't really know where I'm going, but I know it's documented somewhere. So I'm just going to take a leap of faith and show up. And because my past self has done my future self a favor, then I actually am still showing up where I need to be and when. But then the really important task that's always in my campaigns is this follow-up task. And so it's a reminder that I need to follow up with people via email, engage with them on social media. Sometimes it's one-on-one email, sometimes it's sequences, all that kind of stuff. But everything that I need to do for one campaign sits within this campaign task list. And it has, like I said, kept me from mucking this up. So the other thing that I really rely on here in the campaign tool is this metrics section. And this is different from my KPIs that I track for the business in the performance tab. These targets and metrics are specifically for this campaign. And so I am coming in here and I'm setting these sort of goals, right? These numeric goals of what I expect so that I can actually figure out if I've had any return on my investment, right? Like whether that investment is my time and energy or that investment is money alone, or it's a combination of the three things. I ideally am going to get 25 new subscribers to Enji from participating in this event. And I'm going to track how many I actually get so that I know what that ROI was. And I know that that is something that most small business owners are like, what's worth it, right? When you start to do things like this, you know what's worth it. I also just very simply track my budget here to keep me, again, from not like blowing it out of the water, because that's also a very important thing to do when you are a bootstrapped startup. But then when a campaign is done, then the other thing that I do definitely always is click into, well, actually, Enji prompts me and it reminds me, hey, this campaign is over, give it a grade. So then it gives me these options for giving it a grade, and I do that. And then down at the bottom, I leave myself some sort of breadcrumbs so that if I do this again, right, like if Amanda from Carrie Love Designs hosts another freebie fest next year, I'm going to say yes because I didn't have to spend any money. And I only thought I would get 50 email signups and I got 91. And so I've left myself a note about what the offer was because sometimes I honestly forget because I've got my hands in too many things. And so this is another really easy way to know, hey, this was worth my time, money, and effort. This one, maybe I'll do it again with some changes to how I'm going about it. And then sometimes you just realize that it wasn't worth it and you don't need to do it again. So that is how Enji uses Enji's marketing campaign tool. So as you can see, using Enji's marketing campaign tool really helps me to keep on track, keep all of the balls in the air, and most importantly, know what my ROI, my return on investment is on different things that I am doing. So, but it's not always about the money out and money in, like I said. Sometimes it's about seeing how my effort paid off or what testing different collaborations, channels, events, all that kind of stuff. How did it all impact my business, my marketing, my bottom line, right? So if you're watching this and you are an Enji user, did any of this surprise you? I mean, unfortunately, I have quite a few conversations with people and they're like, oh, I didn't even know that the campaigns were a thing. Now you do. So please use them in a similar way or different way. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. And if you're watching this and you're not already an Enji user, then I would love for you to start your 14-day free trial, create your marketing strategy, and then dive into all these marketing campaign templates and get yourself organized for the next one that you're going to run for your small business.